never take a loan to build your home. Never ever. Never take a loan to build your home. That is the worst case scenario. It will actually turn you into a slave. I'm going to give you an example before I even tell you to subscribe. By the way, this is a video that really discouraged me a lot. And that's why I've decided to share this video. I met a client yesterday. And this is the problem that they were facing. You know, you people out from outside, you think that I'm joking. This is a real thing. You find somebody employed somewhere, probably with a salary of, say, 70K, some even 60K, or even 50 or 40K, okay? You have been employed. Let's say you're a teacher, fresh teacher employed. Then you go ahead and take a loan. Say you take a loan, excuse me, take a loan of 1.5 million. Then probably you are being deducted, say, 25K from this, and you have to take a whole, say, 3 years for you to pay back that loan. Why? Take this loan and you go buy yourself a land. And you're so celebrating. Oh my goodness, wow, I'm a landowner. You're not yet a landowner. You loan that land after 3 years. They are mess up in between. You don't have the land and you even don't have the deposit that you did put there, if you did put any deposit anyway. So the point is, you are employed. You go take a loan, you buy a land. 50 by 100 somewhere. You know, we were told that buying land, you become wealthy and it's one way of investing. That is an asset. That is not investing. It's an cash. It does not. See, okay, fine, let me not go there. See, you buy yourself a land. You take a whole 3 years to finance that land. So you buy the land and you're done, isn't it? So after your acquisition of the land after 3 years, probably if you were started with a salary of 40,000, now say you're at 50,000. You know, you keep on rising, assuming sometimes you don't grow in terms of the salary or the income. Now, what happened? You take another 1.5 million. To do what? To build a home, isn't it? To build. Of course, this 1.5 million won't finish this particular home. Then you take another 3 years. Are we together? You take another 3 years or even 4 years. Now, 1.5 million, you build yourself a structure, you know, you raise some stones and foundation, the walling and whatever, you should do some little bit of roofing and what have you, and windows and whatever, then you get in. So you've run away from the rent. Now you are one of the homeowners. Congratulations, now you own a home, isn't it? It's not finished, it's not painted, probably there's no plastering, probably we don't have a perimeter wall, but you've done yourself a makeshift, you know, iron sheet wall, just a funny thing somewhere, but you own a home, isn't it? Congratulations, you own a home. I mean, we fear you when we walk around and you see you coming out from your compound. Yeah, wow, you own a home, exactly. True, that is what majority in the society will tell you. You are moving on the right direction. Yes, emotionally, or in emotional security, but not financial security. You are shooting your foot. Why? 6 years down the drain, you own a home. You think this is an investment? Nah, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, fine. Guess what happens now? After the 3 years, you've cleared the one that you took to build the structure that you are living in now. You take another 1.5 million. Why? To do what? To do finishes. That's what we call here in Kenya, or finishing. Finishing, this is where now you do the finer touches. You know, you do some plastering, you do some tiling, you can do some sealing, you know, you can touch here and there, here and there, here and there, here and there. At least the home looks decent. Probably that money may not be enough to do even the perimeter wall. Let's even say it's enough to do a perimeter wall. You take another 3 years. Amazing, okay? Now, can you guess what? You are now on your 10th year. Probably that's 9 years and what have you. See, I'm being perfect, but you realize that taking 1.5 million and you're earning a salary of even 100,000, probably you may not pay it in 3 years. Let's say probably you take a whole 10 years, to be fair to you, to own a home. Does not generate any income. You take a whole 10 years to run away from 15,000 rent. And I usually wonder, if it took you 10 years to own this home, because the day people build a home, that's when you think you own a home. No, you do not. You will own that home in 10 years. After the 10th year, once you have paid all this, that is when you own that home. And you've been deducted, say, 25,000. What do you think will happen if you were to take, and how much is that worth her house? That's around 4.5 million or 5 million. Let's be a little bit fair anyway. Let's say it's around 5.5 million. What do you think will happen if the day you are employed, you are committing 25K continuously in an investment for the next 10 years? I have not done that calculation because I'm pretty sure those are big numbers. Go check it out. Pick a very simple investment such as a money market fund and invest that 25,000 continuously. Let's say we have two individuals here. Individual one decides to go this route, and then individual 2 decide to be like, you know what? I listened to Good Joseph and probably I'm not gonna go this route. I'm gonna take my 25K and put it in a very simple investment, say even a money market fund, which gives you compound interest with an average of 10% per year. Then continuously in a period of 10 years. Tell how much these people will end up with. You know, there's one mistake that people do. They compare oranges with nothing. You tell them, hey, this is not the best way. They tell you, hey, so you want me to rent, and then you see, better me because I'm ending up with a home, and that's what they always say. But you can't compare something with nothing. You have to compare something with something. So the best way to compare this is compare the one who went ahead and built his home with the one who didn't use the money to build his home, but he decided to invest that money. So look at this individual after the 10th year. Sure, this guy who committed 25,000 continuously in a month, he or she has actually piled up some cash somewhere. May not have the home, but they can decide to do what? To invest. Because listen, this loan is expensive. It is coming with interest. This is how these people argue. You know, I can take a loan against my home and be able to start a business. Well, if you ask me, I will say never ever do that. Take a loan against your home. You take the title deed of a place that you live. You go put it in a bank and take a loan to start a business that you are not even sure. If you dare mess it up, just a little bit, your home is gone. Your home is gone. What will be the alternative? Assuming that you don't want to go this route, you still want to run away from the rent. I would advise, if you must take a loan, this is what I would advise you do. Take that loan, yes, 1.5 million. Go buy that piece of land. No problem. You can take the whole 3 years to do that. If you must. Again, it's not the best thing to do, but if you must, take the 1.5 million, take the 3 years to own that particular land. Take 1.5 million. Instead of building your own home, start building rental units, like 1 bedrooms, several units. 1.5 million in Kenya will build you some few 1 bedrooms. And divide that parcel of land in a way that you can build this side and the other side so they can face each other. So you can start with one side. And this is how you do it. Probably because maybe you have a family and you are the tenant, or rather you are the landlord there. 1 unit you can build 2 bedroom. Just, at the corner there. And then the remaining, probably to build 1 bedroom in Kenya will cost you an average of 450,000 to 550,000, depending on where you come from. If you are in the cities, it will cost you more. If you're a little bit interior, it will cost you less. Let's say you build with an average of 500,000 a unit. You have like 3 units here, isn't it? Let's say you build, because it's a 2-bedroom one, so there is a little bit of addition, you can do it at 600. Then you're left with 900. 900, you can squeeze it in a Kenyan way. I know when you say Kenyan way, people understand what I'm saying. So you'll have yourself 2 units from this 1.5 million plus your own unit where you can live. So you live in 1 unit, and then the other 2 units, you can rent them out. Renting a 1 bedroom here in Kenya, averagely, I didn't say in Nairobi, I didn't say in Mombasa. So guys, don't come shooting me here. I said averagely in Kenya, it is 7,000. Averagely. 1 bedroom will cost you 7,000. And you have 2 of them. You have yourself 14,000 in a month. You are being deducted 25,000 to pay that loan. You have yourself 15,000 somewhere. So literally, you are being deducted 10K. And then you can decide the 15,000 you're getting from this, or 14,000 that you're getting from this, you can actually channel it towards an investment. So if you're paying this loan, say at a rate of 12%, say in a circle, you can invest your 14,000. You can invest 14,000 into an investment that is giving an average of 10 to 12%. So it's like literally you are paying 0 dime. Listen here. You are paid 25,000 to that loan. And then here it is making you 14K. So if you take 25 minus 14, it's like you are paying how much? 11K. And then this 14 that you're making, you invest it where you're getting an average of, say, 11%. Or even 12% if you can get. Let's say you get 12%. Here, let's say you took this loan from Masako, they're charging you 12%. So this and this is cancelling each other. So it's like you're living for that particular place for free, and you have yourself a home, and you have yourself a what? You're not paying any rent. And if you can be so decent and so legit to yourself, then the rent that you ought to be paying, plus whatever you're making from this, combine it, then you can invest it. Then, after you've finished, you take another loan of 1.5 million. You build another ones on this side. And then a day will come when that particular parcel of land is full of several units, probably 6 or 7 units, including yours. A time can come and be like, you know what, now you can sell that whole structure. And once you sell that whole structure, you can go do something else. Or you can actually be a little bit patient in that particular place. You're having yourself some rental income coming in. You are now a landowner. Then, whatever now you're getting collectively from all the units that you're having, plus your salary, plus the investment that you have been doing for that particular 10 years, now you can think about owning a home in a very strategic way. By the time you're getting out of that particular parcel of land where you have the units and you go to live by yourself, now it's like you're shooting two birds with one stone. But this concept of people rushing into getting the loan from their salary and then building their own home, please, you're actually turning yourself into a slave. The client I met yesterday was telling me, sure, I own a home, Joseph, but I can tell you for sure, I feel like I'm a slave. And actually he is. Why? You can't even contemplate quitting that job. Because for God's sake, if you quit that job, what do you think will happen? You can't pay them. So you have to be there because of the condition. You are conditioned to be there all the time, anytime. That's what I'm saying. Don't dare take a loan to build a home. It will shoot your foot. It is the worst case scenario you can ever do to yourself as far as the finances are concerned. If you have to own a home, let's say, probably this information might hit you differently. Maybe if you are 50 years, something like that. It is not a good thing financially. It may be a good thing socially, but it's not a good thing financially. Unless, I have to leave this disclaimer, unless to you or in your life, owning a home has been your dream and it's the ultimate thing that you worked for and it's the thing that you term as wealth and everything. If it means everything to you, then go ahead. But if you're an individual who you are enthusiast in creating wealth, then that is not the route to follow. If you follow that route, then I can tell you you're shooting your foot and it will be very hard to salvage yourself out of that particular ditch. I know this one may actually, not may, has actually hit differently with you, and in Swahili we say itazua tumbo joto, will actually generate a very hot conversation on the comment section. Sometimes it's good to unlearn what we've already learned so that we can learn or relearn new things and change our life. This is Good Joseph at all the time. I try the best I can here to share some of this information. See, financial literacy is not a thing that we were taught, but I'm going to try the best I can to make sure that I share this with you. In case you need my services at all the time, you know where to get me. Come on, guys. That up there is my number. Shoot me a text on WhatsApp. I prefer texting more than calling, actually. Go ahead and shoot me a text on my WhatsApp. We talk business. For now, it's you in the next one.